Good morning, welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for an MG Excite walk around video. Before we do get started, if you are enjoying our content, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll never miss a minute of me ever again. This walk around video, this is an MG Excite featuring the 1.5 litre turbocharged GDI engine that produces 160 PS of power. That 160 PS of power is then transmitted to the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration. That means with the 7 years of manufacturer warranty, we'll take that with us until March 2029. The vehicle itself is extremely low mileage in this one, only about 150 miles. But like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a minute. So sit tight and let me walk you around this gorgeous dynamic red MG HS. Like always, what we're going to do is begin at the near side front bumper. And from here, what I'm going to do, using the remote central locking, give it a nice look at that, look how nice that is. We're going to unlock the vehicle, like so. Oh, it's not actually going to wake up the daytime runners. Maybe we haven't got that function turned on. You can have follow me home, so when you lock the car, the headlights come on. Obviously I haven't turned that on. Inside the beam here, this section here of the lamp is a daytime running lamp, and what that does is gives you ultimate visibility no matter what the lighting condition. So even if it is the brightest of sunshine like today, you're still going to be able to be seen on the road, keeping you nice and safe. Inside those gorgeous headlights are LED headlights, so again you can have a lovely pattern on the road. Below there we can see your first front fog light, and obviously you've got two of those symmetrically either side. Don't know why I said that. Just below the number plate there is a front collision sensor, and that's part of the MG Pilot pack, but we'll show you that once we're inside. Beautiful MG badge on the honeycomb style grille there, and as we're making our way around, we eventually get to the beautiful 18-inch machine cut alloy wheel. So you have the silver shiny face at the front with the silver paint behind, and we also have silver painted brake calipers. The MG HS comes with these, which is a TPMS sensor, tyre pressure management system. So that means you can see your tyre pressures and temperatures live on the dashboard as you're going along. If you did have a deflation, it will give you a notification on the dash to let you know you have a flat tyre. Very convenient system indeed. Looking upwards quickly, this vehicle features automatic lights, and up there we have a few more sensors, one there for the all rain sensor wipers and a traffic speed sign recognition. We'll cover that again once we're on the dash. Coming around the vehicle now, on the driver's door card we have keyless entry. So if I give you a quick demonstration of that, if I lock the vehicle, pop the key in my pocket. So if we're looking at the door handle, let me just go half zoom for this. Click on the button there, unlocks the vehicle. Click the button once more, it then locks the vehicle. Very convenient if you've got your hands full of shopping or anything else. You can simply click that. As long as you've got the key in close proximity, it will gain access to the vehicle. Please note we also have power folding and heated door mirrors. I don't even see the sign there. Let's put it on there. There you go, heated door mirrors. So you're going to clear off any condensation or ice nice and quickly. This stage of the video, I have to take a step back. Oh, I just zoomed in there. I know it's contradictory, but I take a step back and I show you all the bodywork. So we're going to begin nice and high on this one as the sun's starting to come out, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down the off side of the vehicle, hopefully showing you how lovely all these body panels are. Like so. Now we're at the bottom, we'll spin that round to the offside rear wheel, and like you can see we have rear discs on this vehicle. Moving our way around, we're going to start to see rear parking sensors featuring on that black bit of trim, and they trail all the way around, giving you a lovely parking aid. If that wasn't enough, you do also have a high definition reversing camera there as well. Taking a step back on the near side rear quarter, we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So I'm going to shimmy. Unfortunately it's a bit shadier, a bit darker around this side. Hopefully you've still got enough light to see what I'm talking about. So lovely bodywork on this one. And as we're coming round, that's the near side rear wheel. And we can follow the chrome all the way down to the near side front wheel. Beautiful. Keyless entry also makes an appearance on both door handles, so you can click that one to unlock from the passenger side as well. The vehicle is filled from the near side to the left hand side. Now we've done the exterior, let's have a look inside. So I click underneath the MG badge there, you can see the pressure pad there next to the camera, that will open up the boot. So inside the boot here we have a very nice volumed rear boot space, enough for 2 dogs, 4 suitcases quite easily. Let me give you an animal, an ostrich, a baby ostrich sitting down, I must say, not a problem. Underneath the boot liner here we have additional storage areas, so a nice compartment maybe to put shopping or other things I might roll about. And then underneath this tray we have a tyre sealant and compressor, so they're always going to be keeping you going in the right direction when you're out and about. I love the interior on HS's, and I shall show you for why now. So let's just shut the boot and let's go around to the passenger. So inside the rear here, I use keyless entry, so after a while it locks again. So when it locks you have to get the key out of your pocket to unlock the vehicle. It's a nice safety feature, so you're not going to be left with your car unlocked. Okay, so on the passenger door card we have a very nice synthetic leather with some lovely red stitching all the way around. Electric windows in all 4 corners, so you have the control on the door card with the child lock in the front for that. Looking down now into the central column we have 2 USB-A's and rear air conditioning, so perfect to keep the kids nicely entertained, to charge iPods and iPads on those longer journeys. At the bottom we have 2 ISOFIX seats, so one on the near side and one on the offside rear. I know I did that in the wrong order, but we have very padded, very robust, durable synthetic leather at the back here, again defined by some lovely red stitching. These seats are very cool actually, because what you can do, put them in the upright position like this one, or like the other ones, have them recline back slightly to give you a nice comforting drive. So that's inside the rear there. It is really a lovely place to be. Actually, let me show you this. This is one of my favourite features. The centre armrest comes down, gives you a nice little document area there, and it also gives you a nice soft opening. Oh, look at that. Drinks holder. Just thought I'd show you, because it looks quite smart. Anyway. Okay, time to look inside the driver's area. So on the driver's door card, like you'd expect, all 4 window controls. Got the window lock, we have the folding mirror function there as well. Folding mirrors. And left and right control. And interior locking is found just next to the door handle. On the HS Excite you get manually adjustable seats. That includes lumbar support on the base part there. We have a rear tilt, a height adjustment, and front and rear there. And again, you can see just how lovely this leather is on this vehicle. Very padded, very durable synthetic leather. It's going to be a good interior for many years to come. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now, so if you hear a bit of distortion on the microphone I can only apologise. Okay, right, now we're inside the vehicle. Even the Excite gets the beautiful digital dash. So what I'm going to do is just click my foot on the clutch, click on the silver start stop button. I'm going to wake it all up. And before I do that, just please bear with me for a second. I'm just going to mute the stereo, like so. Okay, just going to tell me the steering wheel's not straight, which is a really nice feature on the HS actually. Obviously I put it at an aggressive angle to give you a nice view of the wheel and the tyres, so it lets you know, so you don't just jump in it, drive off and have a little accident. Let me give you a quick tour around the digital driver display. To begin with, the left hand side we have a digital speedo, we have a fuel gauge, and just above it is where the handbrake warning sign is. If I just skip straight to the right hand side now, we have the RPM gauge, that is revolutions per minute times 1000. That counts the revolutions of the crankshaft as it goes around. At the bottom there we have a coolant temperature sensor, so at the moment the vehicle is at temperature. In the middle section of the screen there we have a lot of information. So first off we've got a seatbelt warning sign, which is on there at the moment. We can bypass that and it will go into your cruise control screen. If I just go around the little objects quickly, at the top left hand side you have this traffic speed sign. So I mentioned earlier the sensor in the dashboard, so as you go past a speed sign it will be displayed in front of you. At the bottom we have a digital fuel gauge, so I've just put some fuel in there, so the lucky bar of this has 106 miles already, and the odometer at the bottom right, so this vehicle has done 173 miles. If I was to go right once more, you've got warning information, so my seatbelt is currently unfastened, and we have the tyre pressures like I mentioned earlier. You can see them live on the dash, including the temperatures. If I go down from here we can see battery voltage, we can go to this nice home screen if you like, and we're into the trip computers as well. Must be said, I have just taken the battery off to be charged, because it's our standard procedure here at Perkins. We do charge the batteries to make sure they're nice and fresh for the next user, so that is why the trip computers are currently saying 14 mpg, but let me assure you it will do mid-40s quite happily. In the menu there you can adjust all your settings such as overspeed threshold, CNX service date and things like that. And right, once more takes us back to your cruise control. So if I just show you where the cruise control is, it lives by your left knee. So I find it's a very nice ergonomic place to keep it. So when you're driving along, for example, we're on the motorway, we're doing 60. So you pull the lever towards you, click the button at the end, that will set your speed at 60 miles an hour. If you want to increase your speed in increments of 5 miles per hour, knock upwards. Decrease, knock it downwards. If you're being a cheeky monkey and you're in an average speed check, for example, and you follow the rule of 10%, I don't know who that is, not me. For example, 40 mile average speed check and will increase in increments of 1 miles an hour, hold it upwards and it'll go up in increments of 1, or down in increments of 1. There you go. Now you know. So let's just show you around the steering wheel. The left hand side is where you'll find your media controls. So on this cluster you have a volume up, volume down, previous, next and a mute button in the middle. Just below it you have a phone connectivity, so you can pick up and decline phone calls from there. SRC stands for source, and that is the input to your stereo. Again, we'll cover that in a second. The right hand side is where you'll find the arrows I was controlling the screen with in front of me. We have a voice command button, perfect if you use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, because it will activate your voice assistant on your smartphone, such as Siri or Google Assistant. The star button is a programmable button. I predominantly use that for the Apple CarPlay function. So that's the steering wheel, and that's all the goods to go around it. Obviously wipers on the right hand side, indicators, the automatic lights are on the left hand side. Keep it in auto, never have to worry about that again. Let's do it in a slightly different order this time. Let's mix it up a little bit. So this is the 6-speed manual gearbox. We have the hazard warning. Down there as well we have the eco stop start function. A few buttons here including electronic handbrake, very nice system, and auto hold as well. We live in Essex, well I live in Essex, the flattest county in the land, so hill descent control not really applicable for me. But if you live somewhere a bit more hilly and you fancy a bit more stability on those steeping declines, push that one. In front of that we have 2 USBs, so it's 4 USBs in total on the vehicle, so if you've got 4 passengers, everyone's going to be nicely charged. The one on the left is a media port, and that is predominantly for your CarPlays, Android or Apple, and that will be a media transfer, and the left hand port is simply a charging port. And we also have a 12-volt socket down there as well, and a beautiful little cover to close it all up once you're done. The HS comes with a lovely little parade of these, I like to call them pilot switches. So they're a really nice positive switch to feel. Part of a vehicle for me is touching and feeling, and the feeling of doing so. And these switches I like switches. Have a home button there, we have a car settings, one for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and we have a rear and a front demist function there as well. Okay, let's talk about the screen. This is a fully touchscreen entertainment system. I think it's 15 inches, so it's definitely big enough. We have a phone for your Bluetooth, so you go into your phone, you can add your Bluetooth device in there. But again, predominantly people use CarPlays these days instead of Bluetooth because it charges your phone as you go along. In car, your car settings, we can see all your driver assistance. We have a speed assistance system, we've got lane, forward collision system, so this is the sensor I mentioned on the front bumper earlier on. That includes pedestrian automated emergency braking, and you can adjust the sensitivities to your preferences, and we have a rear driver assist system. In comfort and convenience, we have the follow me home function and find my car, and auto high beam on and off. So again, that's the other sensor I mentioned in the windscreen. We have a locking and other settings in there as well. Oh, that's what I was going to, let's have a look at that. In other, on this one, this is where you can program your star button to be a home button, car settings, or for your smartphone. So that's up to you. And you can also turn on and off the mirrors. Okay, so let's have a look around the home screen again. Orange tile is where you'll find all your media, such as your radio, which is DAB, FM, AM, Bluetooth, USB. We have navigation in the middle, and heating, ventilation and air conditioning is found on the right hand tile. Again, this vehicle is supported with your CarPlays, so if you don't like using the MG navigation, you can always use your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, and it's all transpiring onto the screen there as well. So you've got different options for your preference. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did have any other questions, please leave a comment below or give us a call 01376 550 899. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll speak to you very soon.